Hello friends, welcome to Reiki. Let's spend some time together. Today's Reiki healing is for headaches. So if you are suffering from a headache and you would like to make today's Reiki experience a more embodied experience, a more sensual experience, I'm going to invite you to gather a few supplies that you can use. And if you don't want to use essential oils and crystals, or if you don't have them available to you right now, I will just encourage you to skip the introduction and just go right into the healing. But if you would like to add some essential oils and some crystals, here are my recommendations. For crystals, we have amethyst, which is great for the crown chakra. Amethyst is a good general healing stone, so it's good for almost everything, but for today's purposes, we'll use it for the crown and the third eye, amethyst. We also have clear quartz that can help clear confusion. So it's nice for the temples, the sinuses, and the sides of the head, the occiput. So clear quartz. We have rose quartz. Rose quartz is a loving crystal and it's good for peace. So if your headache is caused by turmoil or emotions, rose quartz might be very helpful to you. We have sodalite for mental balance and energy flow. Sodalite, mental balance, and energy flow. We have blue lace agate, relieving pressure. So blue lace agate to help relieve pressure from the head. And last but certainly not least is selenite to seal the energy, seal any energy leaks, and we'll probably use the selenite at the end of the healing session. So those are the crystals I recommend, and if you don't have any of them, that's fine. If you only have one or two, that's fine. Just bring the ones that you have. And then also, we're going to use some essential oils. So for today's healing, we'll be using peppermint, and eucalyptus, and rosemary, and lavender. So if you want to gather any crystals or essential oils, remember to grab your carrier oil as well for your essential oils. Go ahead and pause the video and come back with your supplies. Now again, if you don't have any of these, or if you don't want to use them, that is fine. The energy of the oils and the energy of the crystals will still come through. So you could even just be lying in your bed with the lights off, in a spirit of receiving and release. I encourage you to close down your eyes and put your hands on your knees. So your hands are down, facing down. On your knees. As you breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And if you missed the introduction, there was an invitation to bring some crystals and some essential oils with you to the Reiki session. So if you have lavender, with you, go ahead and get that out and get a dab of carrier oil in your hand. And a dab of lavender. And just start with putting some lavender at the base of the skull, the occiput. You can rub your hands together and just pull down from the base of the skull, down the neck, and through the tops of the shoulders. So starting with the fingers and the occiput, rubbing along the ridge, the base of the skull, and pulling down through the back of the neck and into the shoulders. And you can do that for yourself, or if you have someone else there, they can do that for you. Or again, you can just close your eyes and be in a dark room, breathing deeply, and imagine and sense that I am doing that for you. Deep breathing. So we're bringing lavender in first, the essence of lavender, as a calming and an unwinding of the tension. And if you do have the oil, you can cup your hands over your nose and just breathe deeply. Through the healing power of Reiki, we are sending the healing qualities and characteristics of lavender through space and time into your head to release tension. We're bringing in the energy of courage for you to believe that through the modern miracle of technology, this Reiki healing can flow. You might start to feel some sensation in the temples, behind the eyes, throughout the brain, of an unwinding and a release. We're just asking tension and stress to be pulled out from the base of the skull, from the ridge, from the temples, from behind the eyes and the sinuses, from the tops of the head and the sides of the head. Just releasing stuck, stagnant, stress-filled energy. Okay. Now we're going going to bring in some peppermint. Again, you can mix that with a carrier oil, and you can place at your temples and behind your ears and along that occipital ridge, peppermint. And to the other side. And you can even just take the bottle and breathe in some essence of peppermint. And as the breath goes into the head, the cooling, healing effects of peppermint permeate and release all of that tension. We're bringing up a grounding energy to support you as the tension and stress maybe it's about exhaustion leaving the brain. Maybe it's circumstantial stress, or maybe it's a chronic problem that your body has just gotten used to dealing with. We're just asking Reiki healing energy to come in and rewire the brain for the possibility of pain relief, of tension relief. All right. Now, perhaps you know what kind of headache you have, and maybe it's actually a sinus headache. And if so, for sinus, I recommend eucalyptus. So again, if you have your carrier oil handy, you can put a dab in the palm of your hand and a drop of eucalyptus. You can either rub it together with your fingertips or with the palms of your hands. And be real careful with eucalyptus because it can be a very strong oil. So what I mean by be very careful is get a good amount of carrier oil with a very small amount of eucalyptus, and you can just rub it into your sinuses. Along the ridge of the eyebrows, giving a little bit of pressure there. Underneath the eyes. Of course, you're breathing that eucalyptus, which also helps, as well as putting a little bit of the oil in your sinuses. Down at the base of your nose, putting a little bit of pressure there. Along the cheekbones. into the jaw. So as you're breathing in the essence of eucalyptus, notice the scent and the healing properties permeating your skin, reaching deep into the head, pulling out that sinus pressure and tension. Okay. If you still have a sinus headache, you can just instinctually put your fingers where you're feeling the most pain. Where you're feeling the most pain, and give yourself a very gentle, intentional massage. You can even pull on your ears a little bit. Kind of pull them out. And pull on the earlobes. Pull up on the ridge of the ears. And give the ears a little rub. And maybe send that on down into the shoulders a little bit. All right, and shake that off a little bit. And one last layering of scent is rosemary. So you could just open the bottle and breathe it in. Again, letting that scent permeate through the folds of the brain into the head. Or maybe you want to get a little carrier oil, a little drop of rosemary, put it together on your fingertips, and send it to your jaw, asking for a release of tension, stuck, stagnant energy that is causing you to clench your jaw. Or maybe you've been talking too much lately or chewing too much and your jaw's tired. You can go back and revisit any of the other places that we already went to with the other oils. Just being really gentle with your touch. And in the temples, and the top of the head, and the back of the head. You can just do a little thumping. Now, if one of those oils called to you more than the others, maybe you would like to just put one more drop of that in the palm of your hand. I think I'm actually going to do eucalyptus and rosemary. Again, both very strong scents, and so I'm just going to surround my aura with the healing properties of the oils I chose. And I'm going to ask for the healing light of Reiki to come in through the crown, through the folds of the brain, behind the eyes, nose, ears, mouth, tongue, teeth, and throat, behind the back of the head and the front of the head, and the sides of the head and the neck. Finally settling my hands down on my hips. And breathing deeply all the way into the hips. Bringing grounding and stability to the physical body. Bringing grounding and stability to the mental body. Bringing grounding and stability to the emotional and spiritual bodies. Okay, so if you brought some crystals to the healing session, I encourage you to just place them in your hand. And we're going to ask that the crystals that you brought, or the crystals that I brought, be used for your highest good, and that their vibrations sync with, raise, and clear any vibrations in your body that are causing a physical headache. Now, for the crystal part of the video, I'm actually not going to make a specific suggestion to you about what crystal you hold where. I'm going to invite you to tune into your own intuition. I'm asking the healing power of Reiki to come be with you right now. You might even want to have your eyes closed and just choose one. And then just ask, where should I put this crystal for my highest good? And to help me relieve my headache. And if you're lying down, you could have them on the top of your head, or like on your third eye, or on your sinuses. If you're sitting up, you're going to have to hold them for yourself. Plus, possibly placing one on the crown. And we're just asking for a balance from top to bottom, left to right, front to back, inside to outside, and outside to inside. We're asking for a release of any chemicals, thoughts, conditions that are causing discomfort and aching in the head to be released in this moment. And we're just asking that each individual watching This video and taking part in this healing has a divine intervention, an unwinding of tension, and a filling up energy and love, and unwinding of pain, a filling up of rest and comfort and ease. And with that, I invite you to take 3 good cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, and in through the nose and out through the mouth, and in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now if there's any parts of your body, any parts of your head that are still feeling pain or tension, just ask yourself, do I need an essential oil, or do I need a crystal? Do I just need the healing touch of my own hands? What do I need? And then bring that element to the part of the head that is calling for it. And now if you have selenite, we'll just do one final clearing of the space. And one final blessing for you. May your headache be gone. May your energy be balanced. And may all health, wealth, wisdom be yours. Amen and namaste. My name is Jennifer Hall, and I am a Reiki energy healer in Kansas City, Missouri. It would be my honor to work with you in person or via video chat. Please check out my website. I have specials going on, as well as individual treatment options. I look forward to working with you individually, if that's what you're called to. And if not, it is my honor to share healing energy with you here through the amazing medium of YouTube. And I do ask for your support by clicking the like button, leaving me a comment, and making sure that you are subscribed to this channel. May all love, light, balance, and beauty be yours.